Okay. Hello again. This is Shantia with the Emerging Adult, and today I am joined by some familiar faces, and then also two new faces as well. As you all know, we are doing the Calling Our Lovers series, and tonight we're having a little panel discussion about platonic friendships, love and platonic friendships. So I'm going to have my guests introduce themselves and give one little quick fact about them. So, Lauren, you can go ahead and start. You're muted.
I'm not used to doing this. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
I'm I'm Lauren Webster and I'm 6'3".
Okay. And what's the longest friendship that you're currently in?
My longest friendship, I'm okay, this is a complicated question. I'm sorry. But like I have friends that kind of I'm not as I'm I don't contact as much and they're
Mm-hmm.
like I'm still friends with them. So I would say like middle school, but like as far as being super close, I would say maybe 3 years.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. All right, Elijah.
Hey everyone, my name is Elijah Jones. Everybody just calls me EJ. Interesting fact about myself: I know how to play the drums, and the longest friendship I've been in technically has been since the third grade. Uh, with a couple of my homies that we still talk to this day.
That's beautiful. Thank you. All right, Brittany.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Brittany Harris. Interesting fact. I feel like I have too many, but my favorite color is emerald. Um, and what was the other question, Shantia?
Longest friendship that you're
Mm.
currently in.
Longest friendship, I would have to say 20 years. It's my best friend since childhood.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you, ma'am. And last but not least, LaDavian.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ladavian Clemens. Interesting fact about me: I just recently got married. Uh, Shout out to my wife. And the longest friendship I've been in consistently is shoot 10 plus years that I'm like still talk to a good bit.
And it was a beautiful wedding.
Appreciate you, big dog.
All right. So once again, we're talking about love and platonic friendship. So my first question to you all is, what are the three most important things that are important? What three most important things in the friendship for you? So characteristics or actions, just three things that are important to you.
I would say trust, appreciation, and okay, maybe I still need to work on my third one.
Okay. Trust and appreciation. Okay. We got anything else to add to that?
Consistency. Uh,
That's very important.
I do believe trust is one too. Trust, consistency. Oh, honesty. Honesty. I know trust and honesty, I guess, could go the same, but a little bit different.
But some people that are honest can't be trusted. So
Really,
right.
give me some.
That's a thing. That's totally a thing. Respect, honesty, and consistency.
Okay. You got anything to add, Brittany?
Of course I do. Definitely respect. Being integral. And I would have to say the biggest thing for me is being yourself. Like, yeah.
Mutuality, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like
I also want
that.
to add, I think I want to add to vulnerability. I think that's very
Hmm.
important because
Yeah,
just because we all
It
know
is.
why.
I agree. Okay, that helps me find my third. My third would be support because I feel like when you have friends, more than you more than you need anything, sometimes you just need to know people have your back, to know you can
Mm-hmm.
trust people with certain things. And so I feel like support, that's what I said would be my number one if we had to put them in order. Is like
Mm-hmm.
support me, just be there for me. Like just do the journey of life with me.
And
I
that's
agree.
a great point because I just had another interview earlier this week, and off the record we had to talk about support, and we're talking about how like support looks different for everybody, and like as friends we may think we're supporting our friends, but in reality we're not giving them what they need. So when it comes to support for you, how does that look? Like how do you want your friends to support you?
Wow, we're really getting right into it, aren't we? um, okay. If anyone wants to chime in, get the gears turning.
I think I can help with this one. I think support for me looks like showing up, because I know one of the things that I said was key for me was communication. But we ain't got to talk every day all the time. But
Mhm.
I feel like if you support me and showing up, that's enough community. I think that, and especially at my big age, I think that's enough. To just show up and be consistent. Just
Mhm.
being there when I need you. Really.
I 100% agree because everybody's schedule is so busy.
Mm.
And you don't know what people go through on the day. And your friends might even fight battles that they don't want to tell you about. And that's cool. So, just being able to be there and we ain't talked in a couple weeks, but I know you're going to be there when I need you.
Yeah.
That's paramount.
Very much so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anybody else got anything to chime in?
My support looks a little, it's very somewhat similar, but it's also kind of like attention to detail. I think you need that consistency first, so you can start to notice like, hey, I heard, because even if we're not talking a lot, the one time that we do talk, you'll start hearing little things. So then you can pay attention and support me by showing up, because you can't show up to something you don't know is going on. So I think the biggest thing is taking that necessary time to really learn me, so you can, as seasons shift and maybe our friendship is going to different routes where we don't talk as much, you may see a post on Instagram and it's like, you ain't posted that in a long time. Like, what does that mean? Or
Mhm.
hey, everything must be going well. Like, I've seen you doing this and you're doing that. So, how about we go celebrate, or like just congratulations, or hey, here's lunch. Little stuff like that really speaks volumes. So my support definitely looks like doing the back work. So then when times do get rougher and harder, you already kind of know what to do. Um, yeah.
I
Brittany?
have to second that. That's where you know your friendship. Support me when I'm on, support me when I'm off.
Right.
Even with my silence, my loudness, just support me. And that looks different for
Mhm.
everybody. But I definitely agree to what, yeah, I agree to that.
Okay. And so I know, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going
No,
to
no,
say
go. No,
this.
no. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So I feel like that's one of the ways platonic friendships, just because that's the topic, is I feel like sometimes they're kind of intimate in a way. And it's not sexual, but it's,
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
me. Like my best friend, I know she gets emotional. I know she start to wig out a little bit, but I know what I need to say to get her back in her mindset and her groove so we can get stuff done. And
Right.
so
Yeah.
and so it's really weird sometimes because she'll start dating someone else and it'll be like, oh, you know this and I don't. And it's like, baby, it's not like that. Just know that's my
Yeah.
girl. I'm always have her back, but it's not like that.
Yeah. And that brought up a well, at least into my next question. You talked about how like you have intimacy with your friendships, but then that friend may go into an intimate relationship with somebody else. So, well, somebody romantically. So, the question is, how does your friendships look when you're in a relationship versus when you're single, or how would you want them to look?
I try to be very cognitive or aware that I know there's a prioritizing that's going to happen in the relationship because it's a new person that I'm romantically interested in. But like, these are my friends before you, and will definitely
Mm-hmm.
be my friends if there is an after you, or if we continue on further. Like, they ain't going nowhere. They got years in the game. So
Right.
let me go ahead and one, address any, insecurities or issues you may have with any one of them. I'll tell you who my homies are. I'll tell you who my homegirls are. I'll tell you what we talk, or not so much of all what we talk about, but like what our relationship is like. So that way there's
Mhm.
a place in your mind where you feeling like, so what's up with you and Tia? Like, nah, like that's sis, full fledged whole way. It's like, oh, so you going out with Jerry? Like, nah, like that's the bro. Like I'm looking out for him, but he know. I'm a good
Mhm.
man, but
Mhm.
I ain't doing nothing crazy. Like, don't worry about that. So let me go ahead and break that down. But then I also still try to make sure that my friends don't feel neglected. Like we can't. Like I would love to spend time with you. However, like I ain't hung out with my people in like the whole month, baby girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really balancing of time because my friends will know, but it's still balancing the time. Like, hey, y'all, I'm still very much a part of this friend group, and y'all are still my friends, and we still rocking. So it's being very aware of how much time you're spending, and that it doesn't get, like I'm just isolating or we gone, or that whoever I'm dating, they feel like these people literally they can say anything, you'll drop everything to get to them. If it's
Mhm.
pressing, yes. But if it's just like some phone call, like I'll call him back. Like it's cool, we on a date. So
Mhm. Yeah. Lucy, I'm curious because you're a whole married man out here in these streets. So
Mm-hmm.
how
uh,
does it look for you?
right now, it looks like I am being very intentional about the time that I spend at home and the time that I spend away from home.
Mhm.
Especially, we've only been married 2 months, and so one of my priorities from jump has been, let me make sure home is straight before I go to such and such house, or before I go to church, or before I go to
Yeah.
work, or before I
Mm-hmm.
go, do hang out with the guys, or before I go just
Mm-hmm.
spend some alone time. Let me make sure home is good
Mhm.
before I do any of that. But it hasn't always been that way for me. Not just not well in this relationship it has, but in relationships past it hasn't. I know one of the biggest critiques that I've had from relationships past is that you spend too much time with your friends. Your friends have too much access. Your friends, why you always on the phone with them? Or why they can text you at this? And I'll just be like, but these are my people.
Yeah, they
Like
my
Right.
friends.
these the people. These the people. Just example. These people that took me to the hospital, Shantia. These the people that sat with me when I was sick. That gave me money when I was broke. That fed me when I was hungry. Let me sleep on the couch when I left Armstrong and came to visit. Like it's
Been
those
through
type of
every
things
season.
of life. And so,
Mhm.
like, if you can understand that level of friendship, I
Mm-hmm.
really question how sincere one your friendships are, and then how sure you are about me as a person. Because if you know me, you know that one of the things I am is relational in every aspect of the word. I'm a people person just by creation, and so yeah,
Mhm.
it's been a struggle in times past, but it's easy now because I actually like and love my wife.
I hear that. Like and love.
Right, like and love. That's
and
beautiful.
love, like and love. You need both the L's.
You
So do.
you really do.
Love
Most
and
Yeah.
definitely.
And I would say I'm not part, but I am part of the panel. But like EJ can tell, I have called EJ many a times in these past few months, crying and snotting and all kind of stuff because it's easy to say, oh yeah, balance, 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 but actually doing the balance is hard
It's no
sometimes.
such thing. I don't think it is. Balance.
It's
What is that?
it's
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm
No,
trying to
I'm
figure it
serious.
out myself.
I think every season in life requires attention in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like every
Mhm.
season in life, something's gonna be a priority and something isn't. And
Mm-hmm.
so you can prioritize all you want, you can schedule all you want, but at the end of the day, there's something that's gonna take precedence.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then yeah, that
Yeah. Yeah.
mm-mm.
And EJ reminded me one of the times I called him, he was like, your friendships, like they're always gonna be there. Like, especially like when something's new and fresh, like of course you're gonna spend a lot of time with them because you're trying to get to know them. You
Right.
like them and stuff like that. And so you're going to want to be in their presence a lot of times. But your friends, especially like if they're like true friends, like they'll understand and be like, okay, like we're solid. Like I understand this is what's going on. And after the honeymoon phase is over or whatever you want to call it is over, then we're going to still be right here. So now it's kind of settling out, but it's a struggle. But I'm learning every single day. Every single
Yeah, no,
day.
that makes total sense. Just this is my last thing, I think. But like this was a problem early on in my current relationship with my wife. So we met through mutual friends, and it seemed like every time we hung out, we had to hang out with those mutual friends. And I was like, girl, I'm not trying to date them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been knowing them.
That'd
Like
be the thing.
I knew them already. Like we've been
You're
friends
right.
since I'm trying to get to know you.
You,
And so like that was a point of contention. Like, hey, so if we're gonna
Hmm.
continue to try to build this thing, we need to get to know each other outside of how we hang out with them. I need to know you for myself. And once I made that clear, and I think that's another thing in platonic and in romantic relationships. Once you make expectation clear, like they either respect it or they don't.
totally
That's facts.
agree.
I also
Totally.
think for for myself, my best friend, that's my girl. And we talk every single day sometimes, and it's usually when she's single. And then when she's in a relationship, we
Ghost.
might not talk for a couple, 3, 4 days, might go by,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not mad about it. I get it. Your priorities shifted. I'm not tripping about that. Because at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, I could use the alone time from your toxicity. I'm just kidding. But
Hope you
but
don't see this. No, I'm just kidding.
right. But I I respect it because I know and life is like that sometimes. And even for myself, like right now, I'm in school. So I'm sorry I can't kick it this weekend. I got a paper to work on, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And so we all that's part of relationships in general.
Yeah, it's up and down. It goes through seasons. So I mean, it's not always going to be sunshine. It's not always going to be rain. It's going to be a mixture. One day it may be cloudy. Tomorrow's going to be rainbows in the sky. I don't know,
But you
but
know there's gonna be a tomorrow because y'all gonna be friends no matter what.
no matter what. Amen. Amen. So, I keep calling you Deuce. Ladavian. Let me be proper. Ladavian brought up a good point. He was saying how me and him been friends since like since college, so like 2011,
2011,
2012.
2012.
Yeah, something like that. So like we're friends. Me and EJ, we're friends. Nothing has gone past friendship. So what is your take on friends of the opposite sex, especially if you're in a relationship? And Ducey, I want you to add in, how does that look now that you're married? Like how does your friendships look like with people of the opposite sex?
You want David to go? He can go. Go ahead, because
I'm
I
sorry.
want
You want me
him
to go
to.
first?
No,
No.
anybody can
So,
go first.
Mm-mm.
yeah, somebody else go first because I want to answer in a minute.
Um, I think I really feel like it just depends. It depends on the individuals. Like it really depends on you and the person that you're with. Because
Mm-hmm.
literally, I feel like when you are with somebody and you're getting to know them, whether it's marriage or not, insecurities come out in all types of ways, in all types of forms. But I don't see anything wrong with it. I just don't see anything wrong with it. Of course, boundaries are already set. I mean, you're in a friendship. That's the boundary. We're friends, and you know that I'm married or with a girlfriend or boyfriend. But I don't see
Mm-hmm.
anything wrong with it. As long as you guys know what's up, you know what it is.
I agree. And I definitely think with okay, so for example, I have a male friend and we've
Mm-hmm.
probably been friends for about good 3 years now too, like pretty close. And close in the sense where if I'm ever going through something, I know I can call him.
Hmm.
If he's ever going through something, I know he can call me. And we have each other professionally and we have each other, just as friends. And there's never
Mm-hmm.
been anything that's gone on between us. It's never been anything like that. You know what I mean? But I also know that in times when he's in a relationship, once again, okay, I I'm like a touchy feely person. I might put my hand on your shoulder or something like that. So I
Mhm.
try to be more conscious of stuff like that. Okay, like that might be taken as flirtatious. Let me, you know what I mean? And so
Mhm.
like respecting certain boundaries, and then also um I think even being open about your relationship. So being in a space where if that person and you are going out, your significant other could come too. Being in spaces where you're
Yeah.
all hanging out sometimes.
Mhm. Okay, well, while LaDavian is waiting, EJ, do you want to chime in? We're talking about friends of the opposite sex, especially those, especially when you're in a relationship.
Once again, I'm gonna communicate first off.
Mhm.
I'll communicate like it'll probably just be a day and be like, what do you want to know? Because some people don't want to know certain things. They don't want to know if you and a friend, any sexual expectations or anything like that. I just want to know where's the relationship at now. Like, are y'all talk every day? Y'all hang out? You spend the night at her house? She spend the night at your like. What is that like? So
Mhm.
communication on the first end. I'll communicate. I've also talked to them about this. If you see anything as far as like how our friendship goes that just makes you uncomfortable, let me know. Because sooner or later you're going to get into a space where all of my friends, your friends are together. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain anything that you want to know. Um,
Mhm.
but I'm always trying to make sure that they don't feel like they're threatened in the relationship, like they gotta come back or like somebody can take me away from them. Like, listen, you were my choice. That's how it goes. And I try to look at it the same way if I'm asking about their friends. It's like if there's
Mhm.
anybody that you used to have or anybody that you used to talk to that I need to, know about and what is the situation, where's the relationship at. So it's just communication, and then from there, it's now seeing if you honest about what you told me. So it'll be put to the test somewhere in a situation. You say
Mhm.
you flying out, seeing your best friend. Where you staying? With best friend? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But he has a 1 bedroom apartment. Make it make sense. I'm a little confused. It don't make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get you a hotel or something like that. Want to make me feel comfortable. I want to
Mhm.
be comfortable with best friend of yours. That is that. So yeah, comfortability without insecurities on both ends.
That's good.
I think for me, because I've been so blessed to have amazing female friends that have just strictly been friends, that I'm sometimes naive to the to making friends of the opposite sex.
Mhm.
It's just certain stuff I don't peep because I've been friends with Tia so long. I met Brittany when we was freshmen in Winwood Commons. I met Kiana when I've had
Mm-hmm.
amazing friends that ain't never been that we just been there for each other. We showed up in the great times.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got with my wife and we were dating, there were some things that I literally had to pray for. I was like, Lord, open my eyes to stuff that I just don't see
Right.
because I
Mhm.
don't want her to be uncomfortable in any aspect of the word and in any aspect of the way. And so I had to literally cut some people off because they had secret intentions
Mm.
and I was just trying to be a friend. Like I was just trying to, I'm just trying to support you. I'm coming to your little brother's games. And you telling your family that I'm your boo thing, and that's not
My
it.
Lord.
I'm whole life out here dating. Like it was a thing, y'all. And so for
Mhm.
me, my female, what I was intentional about was introducing my now wife, to my female friends. Hey, this is
Mm-hmm.
who this is. This is how long I've known them. This is how our relationship has gone. I want you comfortable with them outside of me before anything. And then, and if you're uncomfortable, let's talk about it, and then we can make it a thing. Um, but now most of my female friends that I'm close to with here in Augusta, we hang with the same people, and we cool. I don't have no problems because I don't be trying to bring no new people into my circle because people weird, especially when you get married.
You was going to games for little brother.
Bro, like, cause that's just how that. Come on, EJ, cause that's the
I'm
type
gonna
of
say
friend
I
I
can see
am.
that. I can see that
Yeah,
though.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I'm coming to your little brother game. Girl be like,
Most
your little brother
definitely.
game. So you're supporting the family. So you want to be
Games,
entertained.
birthday parties, church events. I'm out there, bro, and I'm just like, and people be like, "Oh my gosh, this the little boy you were talking about?" No, man, for what I'm grown, but nah, that ain't me. I
But
don't
you
know
don't
who she.
do five family
I,
functions.
I don't know.
I'm hollering.
I don't know what she been telling. I don't know what she been telling y'all, but that ain't me, bro.
You
That,
pull
nah.
out the five family functions. You done been to the cookout, the funeral, the wedding.
Legitimate, EJ, but
You somebody.
But
not.
So
I think that's because you are such a people person though. Like it can
Mm-hmm.
get misconstrued.
and
Yeah.
supporter, that is you, child.
Yeah. So
And so with that, I just had to
Yeah.
be like, okay, honey, if I'm going, we're going together. And my wife is so introverted in certain moments that she just like, yeah,
Oh.
we can't go to this because I don't, I don't have the bandwidth, and I'm like, fine. So I'm texting people, yo, I ain't gonna be able to make it to such and such, and she not good, and that's just
Ready for
number one,
that one thing I'm not ready for. I'll be like, so I
bro.
can't down either.
It's so easy. I promise you, it
I don't know.
sounds
We gonna
difficult.
see because EJ
It's
is a people person too.
EJ,
He be
it sounds
outside.
difficult, but it's so easy. It's so easy.
You can tell me
'Cause
you want to go to Atlanta right now. I'll be like, bro. So I mean, what time we got? So now I gotta ask somebody. They be like,
Bag already packed.
he's like, well, I don't want to go to Atlanta. So
so I can't go.
Ah,
I feel like it depends on the person because I would show be like, please, yes, get out of my space.
I'm hollering.
Yeah, no, we have them moments too
yeah,
where
I
she
probably
get
would
violent.
too. Please go.
I need a nap
Please.
before I go.
Yeah, we
See you
have those
later.
moments.
Yeah,
We
I'm
have
definitely
those
the nap
moments.
queen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need a nap before we do anything. Thank you so much. Then we
Anything
can go.
That's
because
it, Brittany.
I
I'll
be
be like, can I nap
tired.
first?
I'll be like, another nap? Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We get a little
I
cat
say
nap.
about two.
This is the thing.
I
This is the thing. I'll be like, okay. Well, it's like, how long that's on? Like 30, 45. You know, you're only supposed to take an hour nap. That I'm
mm,
that's literally what literally what science say. You should only take an hour nap. It's
That's
2
true.
I
hours.
took I took a nap before this. So there's
My
Science
that.
may say
lord,
one thing, but my body is saying another thing. So
man.
Take an hour before this.
Obviously, if you want me to have energy, you need to let me sleep.
Please.
Yeah, that's my wife. That's my wife.
And then after about a good
feed
30, 45
feed
minutes,
me
I'm good to
well
go.
and let me sleep. Feed me well, let me sleep.
Right.
That's true.
Secret to women.
It's too much to do.
Legitimate.
I'll feed you. That's I'm supposed to get that. But I'll feed you though. You can sleep
Lord.
in the car. I'll drive. You can sleep in the car. We just need to be moving on to the next spot.
I can so because you have an itinerary and you have a schedule.
And he ready to
That he
go.
does.
See, you
That he
know,
does.
He is ready to go
you somewhere
with
by
your
six
list
o'clock.
with your list of restaurants.
He be
All right.
prepared.
You can
He
choose.
do. He be prepared. All right, we got a couple more questions. Oh, do you think it's important for your friends to like your significant other?
Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yes
And
and
I
no.
say this because, well, yes, I will. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let you speak first, Brittany, because I think I
Mm-mm,
agree. Go
mm-mm.
ahead.
I want to hear you. Go ahead.
Because
You're honest. Do the honest.
that absolutely was strong, ain't
Right.
Absolutely.
Because she changed my mind at one moment. That is true. It is a yes and no situation. Now, if
Okay.
I feel like if one of the other is causing issues, then okay, we're gonna have to make a decision there. And that's the part
Mm-hmm.
where I'm like, but at the same time, if the other one is like feeding into it, it's just okay. See, I don't have my words together, Brittany. That's why I need you to come through and go ahead and say what you. I need. Come on,
I
somebody else got to
think
put
I'm
some
trying to
oil on the
think.
gears first, right?
no. I think I know what you're trying to say. I feel like I say yes and no because if you know your friends, like you know who you're going to introduce that person to, right? You have those
Mm-hmm.
friends that want to be, and I don't like using the word often, but petty. They want to be funny. Okay, I've had that happen to me before. And I'm just like, okay, next. you're not, you ration out a little bit. But if you have the yes and no's, I just feel like those that want to be petty about something, then you don't have a choice in who I talk to. I mean, it's not going to affect my decision on who I talk to. Now if there's some truths and some things with somebody that I really take heed to their advice or what they have to say, then they may have a little effect in my decision and who I'm talking to. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes for ourselves we can be jaded in who we're talking to. We see all the bright green flags in the beginning, and
See, I
then
knew you had it.
yeah,
Teamwork.
clown town after that. But amen. Mm-hmm.
Clown
Not the clown
town.
town.
I
I'm taking
promise you, I'm going to Brittany. I'm gonna steal that, and I promise
I like that.
Oh
Clown
yeah,
town.
we all using that one.
it's gonna be
Lord.
a thing.
Go to clown town.
But I don't think
All
they
right.
should like solely affect your. They should have some type of, but not solely, because that's really up to you. Mm.
I agree.
Amen.
It's a yes and no. It depends on what their problem with the friend is, or what your yeah. It depends on what your friend's problem with your significant other is.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's
Mm-hmm.
detrimental or toxic to your health, wealth, well being, stuff like that. Of course, like hear them out. But if it's adjusting to the fact that now there's a new person that is taking your time, that is just an adjustment that, they may just not like your friend, not out of personality, but it's just out of connection. Like it's
Yeah.
another person
Mm-hmm.
connecting to their friend. And I think we're all in that space of like, no new friends. Like, what you doing? Who this is?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Like, we can rationale, oh, colleagues, oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice work connection, oh, dope, small business connection, sweet. Why they been here for so long?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Still talking with them. I think that type of thing, you just have to be able to decipher what reason why they don't like. But if they just, being like she was saying, petty and um trying to find every little nitpick of you getting to know them and expressing your new things that you may not fully like or you're getting accustomed to, you're like,
Right.
let them go. What? You didn't open the door. Not
Right.
man. Get them
See,
out
and
of here.
I
Yeah.
definitely feel like it's not as friends, it's not our place to tell people what to do anyway. Like that's number one, of course. But then it's still, in a sense, it's our job to support them. Whether we have to take a step back and say, this made me really see something about you, and I think this is not a good space for
Yeah.
us. Or it's you being able to still be friends with them, but just, we're not gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even for myself, like I already know one thing about my best friend. She's not going to listen to any of my advice. She's not. As good as it may be,
I'm that
she's not.
friend.
And then after she doesn't listen to it,
I
she's gonna
am.
come
I really
cry
am.
to me. She's gonna come cry to me about how it didn't work out. And I'm gonna just be looking at her like
I
the
tried to
Virgo
tell
in
you.
me wants to say I told you so. But I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm.
And
Yeah, no, I
so
tried to tell you.
part of right. So I think that's a big part of platonic friendships too. It's like
Yeah,
Tell your friend to
um,
call me because we are one and the same.
that's so funny.
That is
For
me.
m-
I'm working on it though.
for me, I don't know if it's as important for them to like them, but I know it's important for me for them to vet them. Because my friends know me. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I did in this current relationship that I didn't do in the one before this one, was I listened to the vetting of my friends. Um, my wife Kendra met EJ, Derek. She met the bros well before when I was thinking about getting serious. Hey, bros, I'm thinking about proposing. She met them and had conversation with them, and they gave me feedback. And the feedback that they gave me was what I was already sensing, picking up on, what I had already felt in my heart anyway. So it literally just confirmed that one, I was with the right person. In my relationship before Kendra, once again, I was engaged to said person, and I ain't listened to nothing nobody said. All my friends said no. Every last one of them said she was crazy. Every last one of them said it wasn't gonna work out. Every
Oh
la- I,
wow.
and I just ain't listen because one, the spiritual side was I already had created a soul tie, and I was liking what I had created, and so I wasn't trying to get rid of what I was liking. And so yeah, I it's very important for them to vet, but not necessarily for them to like as it in the case of approval, I'll say. Because I
Mm-hmm.
want y'all to get along, but I don't need your approval to date who I'm dating.
Right.
Is that I 100% agree. Exactly.
So yeah,
Amen.
that last thing was toxic, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tia and EJ.
No, no, I'm just gonna say, listen, we still here. And look,
Here before, we're here after.
we're here after. And now you got your forever, what is it? Ever
Happy ever after.
happily ever after. There we go. Happily ever after. And we were there to witness that too. So
That
amen.
was the thing.
Thank God for grace. In Jesus' name. All right, last question, because I asked everybody that I speak with this question. If you could choose one song to describe the season that you're currently in, or to describe a certain friendship, what would that song be? Anybody can go first. I'm gonna write this down so I can add it to the playlist.
So I did my research and I seen the other one, so I had my song ready.
Wow,
There's
that's
Okay.
powerful.
there's a song called Wanda by Madison Ryan Ward.
Madison. Okay.
Yeah, and so like the lyrics, like the opening lyrics. First off, the beat is a vibe. The beat is already a vibe. But then the opening
Okay.
lyrics was like, "I've been sad a little too long. About time that I sing me a new song. About time I throw on my good jeans, take a picture out the frame, get the whole scene, pull up with the praise out of my lungs. Maybe get a little older, but I'm still young. Yeah, I still got time.
Hmm.
You know me. I'ma change my mind. Yep, the whole thing." And then just the beat get vibrant and vibrant, and just it keep going. So it's a real give me just joy and kind of gets me moving. So that's probably the season of my life. Just like, you made mistakes, you did some stuff, but I'm cool. I'm just gonna keep going. So
I
yeah,
like it.
that's
All
probably one.
right. Next. I told y'all it's a tough question. I told y'all.
Now that friend one, I don't know what my friends at. So I don't find that one. Let's see,
You don't have to. It's either or if you have one you want to share, that's fine too. But you don't have to. I know finding the one is tough. Oh, I think we lost Brittany. We'll get it back in when she come in. Y'all still looking for y'all song?
Happened. But
I am stressed, literally.
Why are you so
I just my see, I'm gonna say this. The song that I have, it's just
strict?
it's appropriate, but it's not appropriate. Cause
Why is that appropriate?
is she a little ratchet?
So
well, I definitely
Okay.
did
Well,
that.
since you say that, because I feel like if I exit out, it's gonna boot me out. Let me see.
okay, who is it? I can play it, I think. Chat it to me. Chat it
Say
to
it with
me.
your chest. Say it with your
I
chest.
gotta see. I don't forgot the girl name that quick.
Oh
Ooh,
Lord.
Ooh,
That's
child, this one of them
crazy.
artists. You only got one hit and it's bopping. I
And
Right.
you
love it.
know what? It's right there. It's Rico Nasty popping.
I just found
I
out Rico
love
Nasty
Rico.
yesterday. I said, "Oh, yes." What's it called again?
Popping by Rico Nasty.
Popping. All right, let me find that real quick.
I do not know this
Hmm.
man.
It's a woman. It's a man.
Oh,
No, it's a
No,
woman.
it's a woman.
I'm
oh,
hollering.
I do not know this woman of God.
I ain't know the woman of God either, but you know what?
Oh wait, it's playing in my AirPods. Oh, that's what's happening. Hmm.
I feel like
Can
I
I
can
hear
hear it
it?
though. Yeah.
No,
House.
I heard it.
Tia, you finna play it?
Yeah. Oh, don't play it. Oh, okay. I won't play. I won't play. I won't play. All right, next. Okay, we'll check out the playlist to hear it. How about that? All
Okay,
right,
yeah. Just
we'll do
go
it
on the
that way.
playlist.
Okay. All right, Lauren and Ladavian.
Ooh, Lauren, you go first. I go last. I'm still
Oh, I
thinking.
see,
The
Brittany.
thing
I see why.
was
I see why
going
you said
first.
that.
You see why?
I'm reading the
That's
lyrics.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
You read the lyrics? I was
yeah.
listening to it. I was listening to it.
But
Whole
I like
vibe.
it. I'm here for it.
You should
You
have
know, I'm
played
here
it out
for it.
loud.
You can play it out loud. She just a little. She just you. Y'all know
I
how
need
Rico
it.
Nasty is now. She
I
just a
need an
little.
intermission to think about my
She
life
the kid.
anyway.
She the one that was in the class that took up for you. Like, don't mess with that kid. Yeah, she was one of them.
She really was. I seen the interview with her, and she just
Mm-hmm.
she hop in the booth and just go for broke. Like
That's it. That's it.
she go for.
Oh, the song I heard yesterday was Magic. That's a good song. I heard. Take
What is
that one
that,
out.
Rico?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
I said okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. We got two more.
Ooh,
She's really stressed. She's really stressed.
I I think the song that describes this current season of my life uh is it's one of them. It's one of them old school love songs, but I can't think of the name of it or the lyrics. Um,
How that work?
but I know it's a love song. I just can't think of it.
It's about three
Here's what
million of them.
right. Here's what I'm gonna go with. That one. How I
Sing
go
it
to
again.
tell you, love. There's so many something.
Oh, music.
That
Oh,
one
Love
right
is so
there.
dry.
It's
Okay.
it's
Okay, I
it's
got it.
not that song, but it's by music.
And it's a love song.
Teach me how to
Yeah.
love. Teach me how to love. Show
So
me.
in the video, they get old.
Oh, your love don't change.
Yeah.
Don't change. Don't
And
change.
your love don't change.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh yeah, that's a
I
beautiful one.
love
That's
you with
beautiful.
everything. Everything. Yeah.
I
All
feel like
right.
gain a
come on,
little weight.
marriage.
And now for the finale. She don't have one.
I'm somewhere between Bruno Mars, Solange, and Megan Thee Stallion.
Well,
I
give us all
understand.
three. 'Cause that is a right. That is a
That's
variety.
a
So give us all
that's a
three.
that's a repertoire
Okay.
there now.
First of all, do they have a record together? Because it sounds like they would.
Mhm.
It sounds like they would.
That would be a bop. Actually, I'm here for that.
I
It
would
would
love to
probably
think
go
that.
so hard. Okay, so Bruno Mars is Count on Me for My Best Friend.
Oh, that
I
sounds
like that song.
beautiful. That's a good one.
um, okay, Cranes in the Sky makes me, okay,
Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna, okay, I'm trying to make this short. Okay, Cranes in the Sky, that's kind of a bop for me right now because I feel like I'm coming out of that season of feeling like, oh, I think I need this or I think I need that, and like really coming into
Mhm.
myself. And so, when I listen to the song, it makes me feel like, oh, like look where I came from, kind of. All right, and
I'm here
then,
for it.
I am here for
and then Megan Thee Stallion because just period. And
just the count.
when I don't
I knew
feel
she was
like
gonna do that.
getting up, when I don't feel like getting up and going to work with those children, I love these children. I do from the bottom of my heart. But
It takes you there, though. It takes you
who,
there.
when I say emotional damage, so sometimes I have to turn on some Megan first thing in the morning. I don't know what that does to my nervous system, but it doesn't matter because sometimes I feel pumped up afterwards and I'll be like, I can do this because I'm a bad period.
Hmm. Fun fact. So, when I used to travel to the same work location, I played Meg too. And I know that's hard to believe because if you look at me, you don't think Meg, okay? But
No,
I
you
be
talking
riding
about
down
that
that little
stuff. I think
bridge.
Meg.
Hey, that's true. I be riding down
Brittany!
the bridge and I be jamming.
You
I
can't
pull
help
up. I'm
but do
like,
that.
but then I got to turn it down because the kids and I just
Right. Miss
Child.
kind of want
Extra,
Y'all
will you
listen
them.
pull
to
up?
you listen to Alex Isley?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yes.
my
Oh
girl.
yes.
Yes,
Okay, it
love
sounds like
her.
we could share a playlist.
Right,
We
Um,
but
could.
let's.
okay,
But
so my
before,
song by Megan,
oh yeah. What is it? What is it?
Megan's Piano.
Megan's
Oh.
piano. I ain't heard that one. I got put on
Hmm.
another one this week too. All right,
Never heard
Meg's
of it.
piano. Me either, but I'm gonna look it
Okay.
up.
What's the other
All
girl
right.
name? Allie Paisley?
No, oh God,
Oh
have
yeah,
mercy.
Alex
Alex
Isley.
Isley.
You'll love her.
I will send you some of her music. She's
Mm-hmm.
great.
Please,
You'll like her. You'll
please.
like her. Okay, one last question. Not for Deucey because we already know that
Not you
answer.
listening, EJ.
All right, quickly. Is yes or no, but not for Ladavian because we already know the answer. Are your DMs open? Yes or
Mm-hmm.
no?
They are.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
EJ.
Come on, Brittany.
Maybe.
Ah!
Nah, that's a try it out and see.
Same,
The feeling, the feeling today.
same, same.
Honestly,
Shoot,
honestly,
But
it
I be
just
closing them quick.
like, hey, you
I be
know when you
closing
see
them
the
real
email
quick.
on like a Saturday, you be like, bro, I know they ain't gonna see this email till Monday. It's like one of those. It's like one of
shoot,
those.
Gotcha.
It's
shoot
like
your
one.
shot and
Gotcha.
see.
Right. Shoot your shot and see. Yes. And Ladavius is closed
Closed,
permanently. So
closed,
please do
locked
not
up.
try it.
I
Don't
ain't got
try
no
it
DMs.
because, yeah, those are locked down. All right.
Uh-huh.
So
Crazy.
are there any last words before we close this out for the evening?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you
Thank
all
you for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank
And if
you.
we
Thank
Thank
you for real.
sum up, I think if we sum up the conversation, platonic friends are absolutely important. They enrich us, they support us, and I think they even help us with our romantic relationships at some point. So thank you. This was a
That's
fun
true.
conversation, and it was nice to
Mm-hmm.
meet all of y'all.
Nice to meet you
Nice to
too.
meet
Good
you.
seeing y'all.
She put that counselor
EJ,
out, boy. I will
Ladavian,
say
and
What?
that.
I
Tia.
take
Well, I
off
talk to Tia all the
too.
time.
It's what I
Yeah,
do.
we
I
take a
can't
lot of
help it.
time. I know. I
I
love
was
it.
like, I don't have nothing to say. She sold it up.
She
She
really
did.
did. She put it up for all of us. So, thank y'all for watching. Like I said, it's the Calling All Lovers series, and at this point, I don't even know what else is coming up, but it's some stuff coming up. I think it's I don't even know. Oh, we have marriage, divorce. Somebody that's divorced is going to speak. Somebody
Mm.
that she's gonna speak about when love wasn't enough. So yeah, some very interesting things are coming up. So stay tuned and thank you for watching again. Bye bye.